So what am I doing? I am trying to go under 2:30 in the marathon. Why am I doing it? That's a good question. I'm doing it because I want to see if I still can. My background is in running, really. So I've been running since about the age of 10, which is 41 years ago now. And I have always been a runner, and I started off running at school, and we would do cross country, and we would do track races, and we would do everything really, and just really enjoyed it. And I carried on through the university years and was primarily a track runner, a little bit of road, a little bit of cross country. And of course, in later years, I've become more of a longer distance road runner, as it seems to be the case. I've got a 5k PB of 15:42. I've got a 10k PB of 33:06. I've got a half marathon PB of 70:35, and I've got a marathon PB of 2:26. So getting under 2:30, aged now 51, is quite aggressive. I recognize that. I've always recognized that. But I think it's doable, and I think the purpose of this is to have a stretch goal. And I refuse to believe that I can't do it just because I'm older. And that right there is the whole crux of this series. Let's hear it again. And I refuse to believe that I can't do it just because I'm older. I think part of getting slower when you're getting older is allowing yourself those excuses that you never allowed yourself when you were younger. Like, you don't want to do the strength training. You don't want to, you're feeling a bit tired. You don't want to do the extra stuff. I think when we were younger, we didn't do that. We didn't give ourselves the excuse of, it's okay, I'm older. It's okay to get slower. I'm not yet at the stage where I think it's okay to get slower. Like, it's going to come, obviously, but I don't think it has to come just yet. I think I can still achieve good performances as against my lifetime best, aged 51. And until I'm proven otherwise, I'm going to keep giving it a go. So the plan is to do it at Fargo. The plan is to go to the Fargo Marathon, which is going to be flat, and see if I can achieve under 2.5 hours. The problem with Fargo is there aren't going to be many people there. So I might have Ottawa as a backup just to see how we go, but I'm going to see how the training goes. The plan really is for March to just hit some big miles and then really race my way to fitness from that point on. So I'll put on screen the races that I plan on doing over the next few months, and there's a few there. It's quite an aggressive race schedule, and I'm really looking forward to it. And the plan really is to try and race my way back to fitness. I'm a big fan and a big believer in getting used to the big race, the A race, by having a ton of other races. Like, you get used to the idea of racing, you get used to the idea of when you have to do your strides, when you have to eat, and even your shoes, your kit, everything like that. I think if you save it for the A race, you never get to try it out. And I want to use some of this fitness. I want to use some of the fitness that I'm going to gain to see if I can get some intermediate goals, like a fast half marathon, a fast 10K, a fast 5K. Like, let's use this fitness. The other thing I think you get out of this heavy racing schedule is the races actually make you fitter. There's nothing better than a good, hard race effort to really put you through your paces and check where you're at and in terms of fitness, but also improve your fitness. So that's going to be the plan, is to race an absolute ton until I'm fit enough to run 2.5 hours. What other goals do I have this year? Well, I'm going to be running the New York City Marathon, and I'm definitely running it because it cost me enough. And the plan really is to win, is to be the fastest 50-year-old in the New York City Marathon, which, you know, they're the age group championships. And so, I mean, let's go for it. Like, I want to be the fastest 50-year-old in the world in that one race on that one day. And I think I can do it. Whether or not I do it is a different thing, but it's definitely there and it's definitely possible. It's going to take a serious execution, but that's the plan. Did you hear that? Listen carefully. That beep on my watch is officially the sound of a training block starting.
Okay, so here we go. I'm treating this as the first run of my marathon training, and a warm welcome to March. Good to see you. It is Saturday, March the 1st, and when March comes around, I always think, surely winter is over. And every year it proves me wrong. But it's going to be +10 today, and I'm going to make the most of it. So yeah, this is run number 1 of the marathon training block. And I think what we're aiming for in March is just miles. Of course, we're going to throw some speed in there, a few harder efforts, but the main aim of March is to get miles. And it'd be interesting to see how many I do. Is 400 too many? I don't want to run for the sake of it, but I need to get some big miles in. So that is the plan. Today is still a gentle introduction mode. So we're gonna do 5 miles easy and a gentle introduction to some hill sprints. Not too many, somewhere between 3 and 6. I'll see how I feel. Probably 30 to 45 seconds long, and that'll just get things moving. I do like hill sprints. I think you can get some speed into your legs without crushing them. Like, I think hill sprints are gentler on your legs than running downhill would be, for example. So yeah, that is the plan. One done. Let's see how we do. Last one. Let's go. See if the drone can keep up. That'll do. That is a good introduction back to some speed. 3's enough.